अस्सलाम वालेकुम, वेलकम बैक टू कुकिंग रुकीज़ ब्लॉग्स। आज के इस ब्लॉग में हम मौजूद हैं डॉक्टर शाइस्ता के घर और आज के इस ब्लॉग में मिलेंगे हम डॉक्टर शाइस्ता के बेटे ज़ुरैज़ राफ़े से। तो आइए मिलते हैं ज़ुरैज़ से और करते हैं उनसे ज़बरदस्त बातचीत। और अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक और शेयर ज़रूर कीजिएगा और हाँ, सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं आज का शो ज़ुरैज़ राफ़े के साथ। अस्सलाम वालेकुम ज़ुरैज़,
वालेकुम सलाम।
क्या हाल है आपके?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
कैसे हैं आप? क्या हो रहा है आजकल?
कुछ नहीं हुए।
कुछ नहीं, फ्री।
Yeah. So currently in Pakistan, I'm working in a architecture firm nearby here. It's called Nashmi Programming Cooperations, and my major study is in architecture.
Right.
And during my studies, I've studied abroad from Pakistan, from Canada mainly. And yeah.
So you are an architect, huh?
I study architecture, but I'm more my field of work is towards implementation of
Of
so this thing called BIM into the which is building information modeling. Usually, instead of using traditional of 2D digital drawings,
okay.
we're going more towards 3D modeling.
Mm-hmm.
Something that will give the clients more information and even making it easier to plan for constructions beforehand.
And what's your inspiration about this?
So living in UAE that time when I was young, in many of the places I used to live in, I had problems being small, and then when all the buildings were made using average standards of what is a normal height.
How?
So always that I used to had everything to do with like about reaching to high places problem. I couldn't reach the light switches. I couldn't go towards the kitchens without any assisting tools like stools and everything. So that's why the sort of the inspiration of architecture is that my idea and plan was to actually create a adaptable living spaces. So that it's not just for people with special needs; it's also for anyone can use it in a way that it can also like grow with the people, with the families, and even if the number increases in the house, at least it can still be used for a long period of time.
Sevens.
I play like table tennis, pool, and I sometimes like to go for bowling. Though I'm more of an introvert, so usually I like to play like board games and even like play games on digitally, and yeah, cooking is also what I also enjoy as well. I would say at start of my life when I did not know much about what is special needs or anything, but it became like an obvious things that like with when I was studying in nursery or even in kindergartens, that even going out in public spaces, that I've noticed that people would just stare, point, or even like whisper about me, or even like point and everything. It became obvious that there's something odd about me. So thinking about special needs, like I always feel like maybe I was a defect or some sort of like there's something wrong with me. So it became more. I mean, coping mechanism. It became a thing that I couldn't do anything about it. Really, I can just only let it pass. So it usually became a thing. Even right now, even then, even still, people still looking at me, pointing, and it has not changed since. But I've learned just to simply ignore, and then just to the point where I stop caring about it. I just go on my own business. That's my coping mechanism. I was born with the rare condition of dwarfism called acromesomelic dysplasia. So it's a skeletal muscular disorder where it's not just my hip or my legs are at an abnormal shape. It's also affecting like my arms over here, that it's not straight. It bends in on the elbow and then also at the wrist.
Okay.
So even like grips and everything has become like sort of a challenge. It also hinders me from holding anything like heavier than 5 kgs. So that's sort of what my condition is that. If there's one thing I would like to change in this world is that I would like to wish that we were more inclusive and more of an equitable society. That is my only wish for this world, is that they should not exempt, as there's now more and more people with determination or special needs that keeps on increasing around the world. And it's important that we also do need to do all the adult work. We all need to survive in the adult world of getting jobs or getting to one place to another. Even living it's not easy when we're not being noticed about it. So that's why I sort of wish that we were more inclusive into their ideas of process. I think it's just more of a. I mean, in terms of like how to deal with the outside world, I think it's something that they have to figure out themselves in order for them to survive. Because I cannot give them the answer, because with the thing with special needs is that there is no such thing as the right way of doing it. Because now with special need requires special forms of way of doing other tasks. So it's best that through trials and errors that they have to figure out themselves. In terms of support, I think the best support they need is anything to do with some of the daily things, such as grocery shopping, or anything to do with getting something from high places. Obviously, they need some support of people like me. I can't reach anything from high counter, so always have to ask some people. They should and as well as finding jobs. I think that is
That's a
one of
big
the
issue.
most hardest thing for people with special needs, is t- because even in school where people are think, if a children, if they think that something can go, they think that something is wrong with you. Even in adult world, that even going for jobs or you finding job, even across everywhere in the world, is that when they think about hiring a someone with special needs, it's like hiring a defect as well, because they somehow link that anything to do with disability is mental, or like you can't perform the task. They don't think you can handle it. So in a way that, I mean, for here in Pakistan, I think it's very important. I think the most support that we need is finding jobs, and or something that we can do apart from I've seen so many times with people with dwarfism being only a door opener person, and that has always been like the most classic thing. Oh, you're only capable of doing that. No,
Actually,
that's
there
not.
is a need of acceptance. चले बहुत serious हो गए हम थोड़े से हम light mood पे आते हैं.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's
Tell me about your family.
alhamdulillah. I mean, about my family is that I have one older brother. He's in Canada, studying for his PhD. He's on his final year PhD in biochem.
Okay.
And my mother is a works in a non NGO mental health consultancy firm called Rubru. And my father is a project manager as well as a director in his electronic not electronic, sorry, automation and by electric mechanical
Okay.
firm.
Right. Your
Mm.
senior.
Yeah, everybody sings. Everyone is. They're all are full of band.
What do you like to sing?
I don't. I don't.
Okay. मुझे पता है. Are you foodie?
Hmm?
Foodie है?
Foodie? Oh
Foodie.
yes.
हाँ.
Oh yes, I'm a foodie. I like eating foods and yeah, I like exploring and trying new stuff. I'm open to any other cuisine.
What type of food you like most?
I do like a lot of sushis
Okay.
and Japanese foods are also I enjoy it. But Pakistani, I think it's always been like still my number
No
one,
nahari,
number one,
biryani.
number one cuisine. Like
Okay.
I don't think koi bhi wo American or Canadian they don't have much.
अच्छा.
They're really like plain or mundane stuff. But Pakistani cuisine has always been like they always have
छोले पकौड़े नहीं पसंद.
it's explosive flavor and everything.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, I mean, it should be like you should take care of your child and everything. But if it's about what is an advice to for parents that have children with special needs, it would be is I that I do understand that we can be the parents should be overprotective and everything. They don't want to any harm or danger to come to the child, but however, for the child needs to learn is to learn through failure and then use that failure to make into an adaptive thing because they need to learn how they have to do it in the adult form because if they need to know how to be more independent with themselves and it's a little of a harsh way but it is it is something that children will have to endure during until the adult.
हम आपकी कुकिंग भी देखेंगे थोड़ी देर में. अच्छा, ठीक है. Thank you
Okay,
so very
thank you.
much. Thank you so much. तो जनाब ये था हमारा आज का व्लॉग. उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आया होगा. नेक्स्ट व्लॉग में मिलेंगे हम आपसे जुरैज की कुकिंग और डॉक्टर शाइस्ता की ज़बरदस्त बातों के साथ. जब तक देखते रहिए कुकिंग रुकीज़ व्लॉग्स, वेयर टेस्ट मीट टॉक्स. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.